So today's video we're going to take a look at some of my favourite pieces of gold and some of my favourite coins that I have in my stack. So there are many coins that I would like to have in my stack, but some of them, they just don't make sense to me at the sort of premiums that you would have to pay. Now, in the UK, sovereigns are pretty favourable. They would be a great option for a lot of people to stack. And a favourite amongst those are the shield sovereigns. So this one is from 1872, and we obviously have a young Victoria on the back there. Notice the coin flips this way to reveal the shield. So shield sovereigns are probably one of my favourite sovereigns if I was just going to stick to those. Now the sovereigns are just shy of a quarter ounce at 0.2354 ounces, yes, and that is therefore a little bit less gold than something like the quarter ounces. So this is the quarter ounce dragon of the Queen's Piece series, and it is probably my favourite design of those, Queen's Piece series that you can get. So much so that I have the 1 ounce as well. So in terms of my stack, obviously it's mostly bullion coins, nothing really is bought at a super high premium. I do have some coins, like for example you've got the 2017 sovereign with the Privy mark, and I've got some of the other special year sovereigns here which I'll show you over the next few moments. And yeah, I do have some coins which would attract a bit of a premium over your basic best value bullion coins, but on the whole I tend not to buy anything that's got any daft premiums. So if it's over, I don't really have a set number, but it depends what it is I'm buying. So, for example, something like these, I would pay a little bit more than a bullion priced sovereign, but I'm not going to be splashing out for the proof coins, if that makes sense. So I do like these shields. I definitely do prefer the older shields to the more modern shields. I'll just put them up side by side for you there. Now, yeah, we've got the 2002 on the left. The colour is a little bit different, but it's not too coppery, the 2002. But yeah, you just can't beat the old yellowy gold colour of the Victorian sovereigns, and even a little bit later. So I would definitely say my favourite sovereigns are the older shields. I do really like the Australia sovereign actually. Now this side, yeah, it's maybe a bit simple, nothing too crazy about it. Sydney Mint up at top, Australia across the middle, and the wreath. But if we flip them over, we have a different young Victoria on here. So yeah, if I was looking at the two side by side, like so, I quite like both, but yeah, it's a close one. Obviously the sovereign on the left, the Australia sovereign, it's not as good a condition as the one on the right. You would have to pay, an arm and a leg over spot for a very nice one. So I'll just stick with that example for now, unless I saw a really nice example come up at a similar price point, or maybe even less. You never know, keep an eye out. So those are the special design sovereigns. They are they are a favourite. I do like the 2022 design. We've talked about it before on the channel, the colour, and I do have a fair few of the shield sovereigns stacking up there. Now, I do also really like the 1 ounce size. If I was going to choose any size of gold, it would be the 1 ounce size, for a few reasons. One, it just is easier for me to see what's on the coin. I know the sovereigns are nice, but they are a little bit small. Just put them side by side with a quarter ounce. Even the quarter ounce sovereign, the similar sizes. It is just easier seeing what's on the bigger coins. Now, I don't really see my coins very often, which is why I actually started making the videos originally, so I could, have a look whilst they're in storage and whatnot. But I do like the fact that I can see better on the 1 ounce. Now, the other thing about the 1 ounce size is it is just, it feels like a good chunk of gold. I know people who are stacking kilo gold bars, you're going to be laughing at me thinking, oh yeah, those little 1 ounces. But, it does just feel like a bit of a lump of gold. Compared to a sovereign, you can feel at least some weight in your hand. So I do like the various designs of Britannias, and I would like to get some of the other special years from, 20 years ago of those. And then I do have, for some reason, just a soft spot for the Krugerrand. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I've nothing particularly, for or against springboks, deer, antelope, anything like that. They do taste nice, but, it just to me is like the original, 1 ounce bullion coin. And I do like the colour of these. I know it's not quite as yellow as some of the more modern coins, but I do just like those. So those are sort of some of my favourite pieces. I do like the Tudor Lions, which have come out recently. I'm looking forward to seeing the Tudor Dragon and just seeing what they come up with for that. And my other sort of soft spot, I suppose, is for the Royal Arms coins. So in terms of like the strategy behind buying them all, that's probably another video. But I do just want to show some nice designs today. So something a bit different, something we don't see a lot of. And whilst they are, my favourite kind of coins, I would say to trump that, my favourite coin would be the lowest premium that is, highly liquid in the UK. And if it has a tax advantage, like the capital gains tax-free Britannias and pound-denominated coins, then that is another bonus, and I suppose that would be my favourite. So ultimately, I do have a few coins that I like, just more for the collector's appeal, but I still don't go too crazy. The cold-hearted investor in me struggles to pay much of a premium. If I can get a Krugerrand at just over spot, I'm going to really struggle to pay for a dragon that's 10 or 20% over spot or whatever it might be. So I'd love to know what your favourites are, and if you agree with any of mine. Do you think I've got a good taste, or are you laughing, thinking, oh, what an awful taste, like some dreadful coins, and be better melting them? So hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you in the comments.